Hey everyone, and welcome back to Control. We're going to be starting the first of two DLCs, the Foundation. So yeah, gotta talk to the board. I'm just gonna rock with the director's outfit where we take the call, and I'm gonna revert back to an outfit I'd used during the main playthrough, cause I've got it's a bit
Even
more
if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
Well, I would certainly hope not, otherwise we're gonna be a bit clueless, aren't we? Let's face it. We demand your attention, Moxie. Aldous House is in danger. We open the door, tree in maintenance. Hurry post haste.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Ahti's vacation spot.
Yep,
We need to check this out.
I know where that is. Well, just I remember where that is anyway, so. But yeah, there's an outfit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of cool to have the director's outfit, but. I mean, I suppose I could rock this for. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna rock this for a while. Why the hell not? I still have to remember how this map worked just to actually find the director's office. I know. I've done a full playthrough and I still haven't still can't remember how to get around these places. I know, it's incredible, right? Alright. Oh, we have 7, that's right. Okay. Oh, do I go for this one? Let's go for this one. For a Grand Slam. 2, why the hell not? Do I go for a shield for what it's worth? Yeah, for what it's worth. This one. Shield propels debris at enemies. Huh, okay. Alright. Don't really care about doing the spin yet. Rather look at other weapons. So, got the surge weapon, which you eventually get, so... Excuse me, where we actually get that's a whole nother question. Foundation. Right.
Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti.
I thought that was already a step.
That etching is the door.
Well, it's kind of obvious when it's the only singular aspect that's sort of, set apart from everything else, Just saying, I mean, how it kind of led into its own self. Or you would think anyway, wouldn't you? I must admit, that vibrancy really does bring out the green in the place. I'm surprised the vibrant bring out the green. Although my color knowledge isn't exactly what it once was, so
Okay.
probably some obvious thing I'm
Let's
missing.
try it.
Well, let's travel to the Foundation. Okay. Got some interesting questions from the main game, so let's see if anything get answered.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
Yeah, well, first things first, let's just get our bearings. I think that would be very important. Oh, wow, okay. Huh. Interesting.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
You expected otherwise? I mean, I sort of expect this to be literally the oldest place of the oldest house, so... Wait, what the hell? You're just a formation... Oi! No tricks, thank you, Foundation. Well, I don't even know why I said that, but...
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
That's actually true, she would. She'd probably never want to leave, let's face it. Oh, dear. She'd be like, I know I'm head of research, but someone else can take care of that. I'll be down here for a few... 6 months later. This is incredible! You've been down this for 6 months, but it's so... Not that I'm having to go, I'm just saying it's just one of those predictable things that you hear about when scientists are so engrossed in their work that they lose complete track of time. They're like, you've been stuck on this for how long now?
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else.
Oh, this is Dr. Ash.
The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington.
Okay.
They'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this. And we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in.
Wow.
Look at me, his bookworm son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
I honestly don't blame him. I know that sounds weird, but if you think about it, right, when you've got all the things that people have experienced, you know, in the oldest house, you know, like, I mean, you know, when you talk to, you know, Arish and Langston, well, he echoes from Trench, the things that Marshall said, all this sort of stuff, like, it really paints a picture, and even Darling, like, and Emily and all that, it's one of those things that you hear stuff, but then when you actually get there, or actually enter into that world or new type of environment, and they're like, yeah, I know Paranatural, I know Stranger, and they're like, spend a month here. Every single thing you've ever heard about Paranatural, everything ever heard about that, forget it. You're about to learn the true definition, and that's one of those things that that's why I don't blame Ash, because sure, he's in the shadow of his father, you know, and he's like the great director Ash. I mean, you know, he was an icon, sure, but you know, his son did actually have some really good leaps and bounds within the Bureau and everything. Really, he set a precedent, you know, because was it Darling that came after Ash? I can't remember. I think it was, but you know, Ash laid the groundworks in terms of the research for so many breakthroughs and so many interesting discoveries and finds. So he came out to I suppose maybe in his shadow, he actually had to find confidence and lay the building blocks for these other research departments to find all these amazing discoveries that they did in the oldest house and the Bureau itself. So, you know, and Northmore was that very overly practical director from what I remember hearing about him in this game. So, I mean, and I believe he was the first board-appointed director as well, so that kind of sets its own precedent about, you know, he comes through, he demands so many things, and he's probably been forced to Ash has probably been sort of forced to find his own footing really quickly and try and lay the groundwork as best he can. And in that sense, I think he did probably a pretty good job. Can't blame him at all. I listen to Marshall.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations.
Oh, okay.
The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified.
Wow.
Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place.
Fair enough.
And on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long.
Oh, the board.
I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Well, she's out of operations, and Trench is dead, and Darling's just gone off on his own accord, so I can't exactly blame him. Blame her. Wow! My brain just went somewhere. Okay, now something we do need to play is Foundation from the board. Assuming this hasn't already been gone through in their own thing. You have seen the foundation base of the building tree. The house grew here, there, everywhere. We are there everywhere. We are a socket door there. Well, we have a socket door there. It is a direct link. Huh. So in other words, they've got their own hold and foothold on the place, so to speak. Huh. Interesting. So what they're saying, they don't totally control it? That's a almost a shock.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
She's either dead, well, if that is the case to that effect, then she's either dead or, let's hope, not corrupted. So, guess we'll find out in due course. Let me just... oh yeah, because we can't go that way. Okay. Whoa, hold on. Well, I suppose it was going to happen sooner or later, so... not that shocked if I'm honest. Okay, so I can't go this way yet. Alright. Wait. What the hell? Why am I getting... oh, this is something completely different. Shifting fragment. Okay. Interesting. One of the new materials of the DLC. Alright then. See how truly weird this place can get. And I am fully expecting the ultimate weirdness. Not messing around. Launch health recovery. Wait, what? Oh, hang on a minute. That's project. Oh, that's recoil. Hang on. Don't I have another one that's 18? Let's go to view. Launch recovery. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Huh. Well, they certainly have to give some new... let's claim this place. Or cleanse it, I should say. Alright, cool. Because that... oh, I might probably have to just get to a certain point, don't I? To unlock those things. Ooh. Huh. I must need some new weapon or ability to get through that. Fair enough. Alright. Make sure I don't miss anything if I can help it. Okay, so certainly stuff to collect, just don't have the ability yet. Cave paintings. On art and time. At first thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather. But it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived here or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these? Or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. I suppose that is possible. I mean, is the oldest house with shifting events? Fair enough. That's good theory, I suppose. The art does not seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as director. Are the paintings telling a story of that still being written? If so, who's writing it? At this point, literally just about anything is possible when it comes to that sort of stuff. You've got to give that granted philosophy right there, I'm afraid. Literally anything is possible at this point. And that's not an exaggeration either. Oh yeah. Oi! Oh god. Oh, you bastards are fast, aren't you? Whoa, okay, you guys are not messing around. Okay, hang on. No, you don't. His sharpened. Oh my god. Okay. His sharpened agents displayed a para-utilitarian ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with any known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation APR could potentially be a variant of the jukebox's effect. Other explanations of the His Sharpen's ability currently include momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, or inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. I suppose actually quite plausible in that regard. If you do accept that the His Sharpen's ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique paranatural abilities, or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the Hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption that is a cause for concern. Refer to Redacted for more info. Well, that is extremely concerning whichever way you look at it. Anything else? Well, I might need to actually bring out the shatter for those things. But we'll see. Anything? Nope. Ooh, stuff up there. At least one would assume, but I'll have to wait. Relocation order. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon. But Northmore called an all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem. or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is up means goodbye doctors, goodbye weird lunches, and an ex-Nazi scientist. Okay, and goodbye pissing in the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. Okay. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. You know what? We're breathing that shit in. Oh, we were breathing that shit in. Well, I suppose if they'll kick it up enough, that's entirely possible. Which is very unfortunate, I might add. Spin grouping efficiency. Huh. I assume... Yeah, let's get rid of you. Accuracy. I've got one of those. Oh yeah, that's that one. Get rid of this. Just a bit, tidy it up a bit. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I feel that one coming. Ugh. Whoa. Okay, easy, easy, easy. Let's just head up here, Okay. So, do I need to go through here or there? Could go up. Huh. Foundation accident. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls. What? And a strange black pillar in the center. Kind of looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. Oh boy. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there, they did a number on our guest. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him to the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orientating than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost end up dead or loony. Marcus, I mean, he's got a point. I mean, they've got to bring a specialist, but he does actually have a very good point there. They should have. How do they not have a division? They got a division for absolutely everything else but that? What? You're kidding, right? Oh. Where the hell does this lead? Looks like a dead end, I think? I'm gonna explore it. Never mind. I'm not gonna risk that. I might, but I'd rather not risk it. There's probably some sort of ledge thing we have to unlock. So let's just go this way. Alright. Half buried. Right, of course. Evade ammo refund. Huh. Ammo recovery and evade use. Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh. That's certainly something to consider. Just how weird are we gonna get? Oh boy, we're in the astral plane.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension.
Great.
This happens in the upper floors. It'll destroy the bureau.
Oh, terrific. Oh! I actually meant to try and lift my... I should have just used a shield. That was really silly of me. Right. Damn it! Oh, you're gonna be an ultimate asshole, are you? Okay, I see how this is gonna work. Not today, Buster. Thank you. Astral copy? What? Okay, for research on astral entity, astral copy. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information is being collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copy's bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Okay. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by higher intelligence such as the board remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate that they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to his corruption. Oh, okay. Okay. Any little goodies up here? I mean, you know, if I don't check, I won't know. Alright. Not getting over there, at least not yet.
I could really use my head of research right about now.
Well, among other things. But she's got enough things to...
Marshall!
Whoa, wait! What? Hey, get back here, get back here!
Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
Wait, what? The hell? I didn't know she could slip into walls. Okay. Wait, what?
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Agreed.
Marshall?
Wow.
Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
To be fair, people can appear as echoes, I think, in this game. I wonder if that's an echo we saw. Wow. Huh. Interesting. I'm literally just waiting for the former board member to literally just pop out of nowhere. It's just like, hello asshole, I'm back. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, in all fairness, it would be kind of cool to actually understand, have someone explain to us what the hell is going on. But at the same time, it's like, really? You had to just scare the crap out of us now? Maybe that's just me. Probably just me. Foundation pillar. Okay. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure is an undeniable allure, or has an undeniable allure. Frood would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature. But I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like a husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easy to see that as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar has any more welcome here than we are, or is any more welcome here than we are. Well, I guess we're gonna find out eventually. Well, at least one would hope. Get some info first, and we'll move on with that. Ley lines. From my research in the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here, at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere, which is true. Occam's razor. I'm sure there's a better way I'm actually supposed to pronounce that. It's not Occam's. I'm just going to say it like that. But Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet attracting them? Polar north? Or is the pillar a product of the focus energies? A sprout nourished by a constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying the power would provide some insight. However, excuse me, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. Whoa, but living dangerously there. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from the headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is the way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as he is, as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Oh, this is from, that time. Okay, right. I'm not saying what time because it should be fairly obvious what I'm referring to. Okay. Stuff in there. Okay, grab this. Shifting fragment. Okay, cool.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep.
Good thinking.
Northmore even made a discovery.
Good discovery.
A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar.
Oh, wow.
Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents. some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
Wow. Northern was always known as the. Well, how'd they put it in the conversations and memos, that he was a very forceful and very blunt director. You know, he was prepared to use force whenever he needed to over diplomacy and, you know, stealth. So, and he had the power utilitarian traits. I mean, obviously not as skilled as some other people, but he certainly had it. Interesting. So maybe his eagerness for power, and the board saw him as a person with power utilitarian abilities, was, you know, gift him this gun, name him the director by the board, quote unquote, that and give him that sort of eagerness and almost give him a sense, open up to a sense of greed, I suppose, almost. You know what I mean? It's say, oh, we're going to give you these powers and let you develop into this, that, and the other, and all you have to do is do exactly as what we want you to do. And yeah, opening up to his greed, I suppose. You know, wanting more power and all that. Because they said he was a very unique type of director. You know, even Trench said that that Northmore, you know, that, I mean, for all the things that Trench did, for what even Trench has said about Northmore, Trench is a blessing compared to Northmore, apparently. So that really makes you wonder how much control the board really does want, doesn't it? Wow. Okay. So, and the board just select him because he comes down here, power utilitarian apparent abilities, and the board see that, give him this amazingly, well, magic gun for that time, you know. Wow, essentially just manipulating him. It's basically that puppet. Wow. Whew, makes you think, doesn't it? Anyway, we're in this one here. And yeah, we'll continue exploring and investigating this mysterious place called the Foundation. Catch you next time.